cycle.
So this is what tells us it's nighttime.
Yes. Our sleep-wake cycle. We're on a 24-hour day. Is that natural for us?
And the days are 24 hours. Now, is it natural to be up for 24 hours? Probably not.
Is a 7-day week natural for us? No. Who created the calendar? Who created this 7 days, 24-hour day? Actually, nope. Yeah. We're on Caesar's time. I know, go figure. If we got to be natural, okay, we would probably acclimate to about a 25-hour day. And I know I won't get my extra hour of sleep. Yeah, me too. So actually we have forced our bodies into this time frame. There's a lot that goes along with that. So we have habituation, habits. We've got, these are things they have associated with this area. Cardiovascular control, pain modulation. This is actually an area that gets studied, and they're finding a lot of things that are getting associated with this particular formation. But it would stand to reason that there are. If there are all these nuclei located throughout that brain stem, and we've got all this branching to the other parts of the brain, well, that's pretty much controlling the whole body. So why wouldn't we find association with the reticular formation? But that's just me. But the cerebellum, attached to the brain stem, just posterior to the pons. Yes, we've got left and right hemispheres. The peduncles, little areas that poke out. In this area, fiber tracts. Now, let's kind of clear up that term, fiber tracts, okay? When we say a nerve fiber, let that make you think about an axon, all right? So now, we've got fiber tracts that are going to be communicating to other parts of the brain. We have a superior peduncle, the little poking out, middle, and an inferior. So if you look at the structure that we have, all right, and if I have a top, a middle, and a bottom, I now have connection to midbrain, pons, medulla. So if you look at this cerebrum, think of top, middle, bottom. That's given me connections to all three areas of my brain stem. Does that make sense? In this area, they're trying to represent the white and the gray matter this way. See how they've got like the white and then all the other around it? All the other around it's supposed to be the gray. Okay? So, the white and the gray. Okay? The white and the gray. What percentage do you guys remember of the neurons being in over half. Now when you're looking at the brain, you would think the majority would be this area. You would think, oh, this little tiny area has over half of the neuron. In our understanding of a neuron and the shape, that is not the way all neurons are shaped. That's just the most common. You'll find that as we move into these areas of the brain, the shapes of the neurons change. Okay, you'll see them when you're reading and doing the homework and stuff like that, that they're going to mention, like, for example, pyramidal or bipolar or something like that as the shape of those neurons. So, when we look at this, this is my tree, so the white matter. The gray matter, all right, when we begin to look at this, we definitely have tracks. The folding that it looks like appears, we call it folia. We call the white matter the arbavita, because that means tree, okay? I'm sure, have y'all ever heard of people planting arbovitas? So it's a really cool tree. If we take a cross section and look through this, look at that structure. Now, do you see anything kind of interesting if we look at these cross sections? It's going to be very well known for the Purkinje fibers. They're kind of huge. Looks like they do this curve to that gray area and then branch out, and we're going to call them the stellate cells. We're going to have these Purkinje. We're going to have basket cells. We're going to have all this stuff that looks like all of this branching into the cortex. The cerebrum, the cerebellum, is very well known for helping us with our skeletal muscle movement. Very much part of our coordination for this. They're going to have those deep nuclei. You look back at the picture, areas of the nerve cell bodies. About 100 billion neurons are here. Yeah, they're pretty busy, okay? Those Purkinje cells that I pointed out, okay? And one of the things they're doing, they get to synapse with areas of the brain stem, helping us with homeostasis. A lot of what it's going to do, all right, a lot of what that cerebellum is going to do is be associated with coordinated muscular movement. A lot of neurons for that. Why?
A lot of ground to cover.
It is. How many skeletal muscles do you have in your body? That's the bone. You have over 600. skeletal muscle. No, I'm saying skeletal, not including smooth and coordinated. That's a lot for coordinated movement. And do they have to be active all the time?
No.
Exactly. You're going to have muscles that are pretty much busy 24/7, 365, 366 if it's a leap year. Because they're making sure that you're remaining upright. Then, everything about those intercostal muscles is safe. I'm glad I don't have to worry about that. That something else is. If I had to remember to tell myself to breathe, probably last one breath and I'd be done. I'd be passing it. Just saying. So now, we're going to have this area called the forebrain. What you think? Part of the diencephalon. This is the area that will keep the name from embryonic tissue. Let me think here for a second. Located between my brain stem and my cerebrum. Located between my brain stem and my cerebrum. Y'all kind of see this little area all through here? Why is that special?
What a hormone balance.
This is going to be the area for my endocrine system. What two systems did I say are going to control everything? My nervous system and my endocrine system. Any bells going off about this connection? It's between the portion of my brain that is considered primitive to the portion of my brain that is not.
What's the connection? Is it all the nerves that they exist? Well, not the nerves, but the information they exist?
Information's going to go to control all of this hormones. And then, it's not on here, but they tend to not stay on here very well. But there's this little gland that'll hang off right here, sitting in the cell of Turcica. What's the name of that gland? My pituitary gland. My pituitary gland is named or given the name of being the master gland. Why? What is it going to have a direct connection